National Night Out's a real opportunity for the local police department to kind of engage the community simultaneously in a number of events, because the parties are kind of thrown all over town. So it's that one night where all the block watchers come together and host a party.
Hello, I'm Trish Anderson, and I'm the block watch captain for an area in the Los Pinos Estates. We got involved with the block watch in '07. There had been some vandalism in the neighborhood, which caused some concern, and so the neighbors, who are really very good at watching out for each other, thought kind of revitalizing our block watch would be a good idea. So we did, and we've been meeting every year since. The vandalism has stopped, so that's good news.
Are there any specific things that you can share with us as to what neighborhoods can do to improve the ability to prevent crime?
You know, I think this is one of the best things that they can do, is get together, get to know each other, make sure that you tell your neighbors when you're out of town so that they can help keep your house safe. Make sure that your neighbors know about what you're doing, and it's not about being nosy, it's not about losing your privacy, it's about helping to keep our neighborhood safe by working together. And part of that working together is working with the police department to let us know if there are unusual things that are happening in your neighborhood, so that we can address those trends and those issues as they come up and deal with them proactively instead of retroactively.
Hi, my name is Mary Luke, and I'm Block Watch Captain here in the village, and I have 24 neighbor homes that we're all together in a group. When I moved here, I felt that the neighbors were in their houses a lot, and what was going on. And I found out that if we had some type of tie and bond, that they would feel more at ease to come out and walk their dogs and sit on their porches. And so I formed the Block Watch here. This is our third year, and there's people in the other room having all kinds of fun and catching up with each other on what they've been doing. What I find is whenever anybody leaves town, we're aware of it. We're aware if they are going to have construction done in their yard. We're aware of a lot of things, and we can look in on them. And if we don't see somebody for a few days, we can check and see what's going on at their home and if they need anything. So it's pulled us together. It's made it much more pleasant. We're all different ages, we're all different backgrounds, and yet we have one thing in common, and it's taking care of each other and caring about our neighborhood and our neighbors. And even the pets, if we see somebody's dog out, we know where it goes and we're on the phone. And that makes it a very, very pleasant retirement area during the day and the evening.
Well, this is Lee Schoblum, and I'm with a very charming person who we're going to speak a little bit about our evening and what we're doing here. And you have some experience, I should say, in this. And Karen Hughes, nice to see you. Nice to talk to you.
Here, thank you. Lovely evening for this.
You're our contact person, but you're quite involved in this as well, not just this year, but for quite a while. Talk a little bit about both yourself and your involvement in this great project. It's nationwide, and a beautiful, beautiful project it is.
Well, we live in this neighborhood. I teach school in this neighborhood, and this is always a wonderful excuse to get everybody together. We usually keep a pretty good list of all our neighbors. We share phone numbers, addresses, things like that. We've got lots of people on the street. We take care of each other. We watch out for each other, watch out for strangers. And I've been involved in this for maybe just about 4 or 5 years, but lots of people here who have been doing it on the street for 20 years, 30 years.
It's a wonderful involvement. In fact, I watched a DVD of this, and it was two shows back, or 2 appearances back. You were probably involved in it. And the chief at that time had a phrase, and I've heard it over and over and over again, that there's nothing quite as helpful to law enforcement as having neighbors watch out for neighbors.
Absolutely.
And you can live in a cul-de-sac and never get to know these people unless you do something like this. And it's admirable and very wise and healthy.
It is. And we've got a lot of people on our street that have just had probably 4 or 5 houses this year turnover. We have new neighbors, and this is the first time we've been able to get together. So we just know once a year on the calendar, everybody's going to meet here, and we'll get together and make sure that nobody has any questions about what's going on. And
How do you spread the word to the new people? Just knock on doors?
we do, and I have my sons go out every year and deliver a flyer. Everybody gets a flyer in their mailbox that lets everybody know what's happening, and it just says, bring a snack to share and come meet your neighbors.
What would you say right now to the people viewing our activity this afternoon, evening, of getting involved? Maybe they've thought about a block party. It's not that demanding. It's just something good to do, and it helps people of the signs. Talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. It's not that demanding. You just need one place where people know they can congregate on this night. And as long as somebody's willing to step up and be the block watch captain, I'm involved. I can't say I do a ton of work on it, but we just keep things going and try to welcome new neighbors. And I would say absolutely, this took no effort. Just an ice chest with some cold drinks, and everybody brings a snack, and we just get together and everybody starts talking about, where they live and what the street is like, what the neighborhood is like, and it just kind of takes care of itself.
Tell them to reach out and join in their neighborhood.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. It's very easy, and you might have 2 people, you might have 3 people, you might have 15,
Very good.
but it's just wonderful.
Thanks for sharing with us. and
You're
talking to
welcome.
us
Thanks for
tonight.
being here.
Thank you.
Sure.
Good evening. Welcome.
One of the things you've got going for you here is a high quality of life. This is a very active community. You as a neighborhood are an active community. You look out for each other. You walk your animals. You're out and about. That signals to would-be criminals that there's a high risk they'll be apprehended or reported. Communities where people are withdrawn and not active send a signal just the opposite, that criminals are free to roam those neighborhoods. Criminals can move in and out without being detected. So you coming together and creating a high quality of life is a huge form of crime prevention. Parks and Recs Department, a very active parks program, for me is a strong ally in crime prevention because it gets all of us as citizens out into the community where people see us and we see them. We see what's going on in our community. The other piece to that is report what you see as suspicious. Feel free to call the police department. I know a lot of folks should I call? I don't want to bother the police. We'd rather you call and we go check something out and it be innocent behavior than not call and it be legitimate, suspicious behavior that we need to find out who these people are. So, and if you're not comfortable calling the 911, call the non-emergency number. And I apologize for not knowing what that is. I'm sure it's on our website.
I'll let you know in a minute.
But anyway, policing is a people business. So one of the areas that I'm impressed with your officers is the way they treat people. I've seen them when they're addressing somebody that they've had too much to drink. And we still can be respectful as we escort and move people along the way and take enforcement action. So that'll certainly be something we want to continue. We want to address issues of victimization. People that are victimized by certain crimes are cut to their spirit by those crimes. And so we as a department, we don't want to add to that by the way we respond to them. We want to be able to be a part of the healing process. So those are certainly some ideals that we'll hold to. I believe that's consistent with the ideals of this community, of what I've seen and what you would expect from your police officers and how they deal with people as a whole.
Chief, we talked earlier about vacation lots. Do you still provide that?
Yes.
Is that done by the COP?
That's the COPs do that primarily, yeah. All you need to do is call a station, we'll do it up to 30 days a year.
Good.
Yeah, it's well received, trust me.
Yeah.
What do you really do for that? We will roll out, they'll give us the address, we have a form we fill out. We'll go out there, we'll call dispatch, let them know where we are. We'll walk the premise, we'll check all the doors, all the windows, look for anything that looks out of sight. if we find anything like an unlocked door, we're back in the car, we're calling dispatch, we're moving down the street, and a uniformed officer or two's gonna come out, and they'll clear the house. And it happens, believe it or not, quite often. People will leave, they'll forget to lock a back door. Or the sliding glass doors, they'll forget to lock something like that. Once we find it, we put the call in, and the officers are there just like that. They either bring a canine unit out.
We are speaking to you with our police chief, Jerry Monahan. And Jerry, you just gave a very nicely received and nicely presented program there at this gathering, and wanted your comments about how you feel in areas you've worked in the past and here about the Block Watch program. It's quite a marvelous thing, and it works and it helps you people.
Absolutely, these are our partners. And from the size of the audience here and from the other meetings we've attended, it certainly appears that the citizens want to come out for National Night Out. They want to support the idea of communicating with their police officials. So, yeah, it just felt good. It felt like the folks really wanted us here, and they were open to hearing what we had to say.
It was very good, and I know you're on a busy schedule. I just want to catch and get a couple of words about the Block Watch program, because it's very special and it's powerful in this community. And
it certainly is. And thank you guys for recording it.
Neighbors watching neighbors.
Yeah. At the end of the day, that's going to make the difference.
Exactly right. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Chief.
You bet.
I just wanted to offer a great big welcome to all of you for coming tonight. And as most of you know, and some have asked, what is this evening all about? It's a way, of course, of getting to know your neighbors, which most of us know each other, but to just have a friendly get-together. And even more importantly, it's a night where our police department, often our fire department, but I'm afraid not this year, but it's a way of getting together, knowing them better, learning how we can better fight crime together in our community. And what's happening here tonight is happening all over the city. And so we're so pleased that our police department and our mayor can stop by and see us, have questions ready if you have questions for him.
I became your chief of police on March 4th, so I'm new to the Prescott area, but I'm not new to public safety. I've been in public safety for 35 years. Started my career as a prison guard, a corrections officer in 1978. And I like to tell people after I got out of prison, I became a police officer. So I was at the prison system for about a year. My career, I was 23 years with the Casa Grande Police Department, and then I had the opportunity to go to the Pinal County Sheriff's Office and became the chief deputy there, and then was the chief of police in Apache Junction for the past 5 years before having the opportunity to come and become a part of this wonderful community. And certainly what I found here, in addition to the cooler weather, the first week I was here it snowed, and I was wanting to see snow, but I got lost in town in the snow. It was coming down so hard. And I bought a truck with four-wheel drive thinking I'm going to need four-wheel drive because I'm going to snow country. I had no freaking idea how to use that four-wheel drive. So I'm calling my admin assistant saying, Michelle, where the hell am I? And where's my owner's manual to the truck? That was week one, but it's been wonderful to be here and become a part of this. What a warm, friendly community. And in thinking about crime prevention theory, the quality of life that you built here in Prescott hardens us against criminal activity because the people here care. The people here give a damn about what goes on in their community, and they're prepared to stand up and do something about it.
Hi, this is Linda Arwood with Iron Springs Manor Mobile Home Community, and we are at National Night Out. This is the 8th year we've been doing our National Night Out in our community, and we chose to do the National Night Out in this community because we wanted police and fire involvement, so we knew that our community was going to be safe for all of our children that live here. And every year we've done something different, and the police and fire have always come and joined and given us great information.
Hi, I'm Ben Scott. I'm a sergeant with the Prescott Police Department, and I'm here on National Night Out at 960 Peace Lane. This has been one of our locations for a number of years that's been very active with Block Watch. So this is a shining example of what National Night Out is about, and Neighborhood Watch at its best.